Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with another review of the X250 from XK, the XK Alien X250. This thing is advertised again with two features that it doesn't apparently have, or at least I could not find out how to operate them. And one of them is the air pressure needle, which supposedly, according to the advertisements, helps maintain altitude. And another item was the if it loses contact with the transmitter, it's supposed to come down in a soft landing to the ground. Neither one of those seem to work. When I fly this thing normally, if I don't adjust the pitch and roll, or the pitch and the throttle, it's going to smash into the ground. There's no button on here to set an altitude. Also, if I turn off this transmitter and it loses contact with this transmitter by doing such, it seems to drop to the ground. Now, some people have speculated that, well, this is maybe just to help maintain altitude and hover. If you bring it up to a certain elevation and let go of the throttle, it's going to maintain that altitude. Well, we're going to try that out today. Also, other people have speculated that to get this to make a soft landing, you have to be 3 meters or higher. Well, I'll set it up real high and I'll cut that throttle and hope I can catch it if it does drop to the ground. That's what we're going to do today. So we're going to test out both of those postulations or speculations and see if either of them are correct. Okay. Transmitter's bound. No, quadcopter's on. Transmitter is now bound. Let's just bring it up to hover and see if it just maintains altitude. That seems to be climbing. Got a wind going here. Well, maybe. Let's turn it around the other way. It is pretty good on altitude there. And I'll just show you what I'm doing here. Let's bring it in close. Oh yeah, maybe he's right. Or that guy who made that speculation is right. It seems to be holding. Let's see if it goes into the ground. No, it seems to be descending. No, now it seems to be maintaining altitude. Now this is movement with the wind, folks. Maybe that air pressure needle does work. Maybe it does work. As long as you don't apply too much. Let's see if it goes into the ground. Or if it adjusts itself back up again. Let me adjust this. I think this thing does work. Hold on. Also, I need to calibrate the gyros, obviously, here. Let's see if I can calibrate. After flying this, I guess there is no button to actually set the altitude, but it does seem to hold the altitude. Here, hold on a second, folks. That postulation might be correct. Let's try that again. Let's see if it goes down to the ground or if it adjusts itself. It's adjusting itself. Adjusting the... So that air pressure needle might have been incorporated. Wait a minute. I shouldn't have done that. Let's set it to a higher altitude. We'll go upwind a bit. Actually, right here. And see if it maintains that altitude. I'm going to walk with it. I don't know, folks. It seems to be descending. Let's see if it goes back up again. And it's going back. Boy, why is it increasing speed going backwards? It picks up a drift. So yeah, maybe there is an air pressure needle. Let's do this again. It seems to maintain altitude. Okay, what I'm going to do is just try to gently fly with yaw turns and see if it maintains altitude. When you pick up forward speed, it descends. Yeah, I think they're right. There is something there helping to maintain the altitude quite a bit. The quadcopter becomes less sensitive in a dive or in forward pitch. I'm not adjusting throttle at all. I haven't adjusted throttle at all, folks. Let's see if it maintains that altitude. Well, I don't know. Now, as you go from forward flight to, from hover to forward flight, it seems to adjust, I guess, from the movement. Boy, it sounds like a jet again today here. It picks up this forward movement. I have no idea why it does that. I'm going to try to adjust it with the pitch trim, the pitch trim. It's going down. So I don't know about this air pressure needle. It's in there. It helps to smooth altitude. It doesn't really hold it very well. Well, I guess it holds it relatively well, better than nothing. But it's not a true altitude hold because it can hit the ground, as you see there. But it holds it relatively well, I gotta admit. Okay, the next thing I want to test, loss of contact. Let's take it up high and overhead and cutting the transmitter off. No, that didn't stop itself. I had to rebind. So that feature I'm not sure about. I don't know if that's really in there. I rebound just to be safer. Let's take it up high again. We'll redo it again. High, so I got time to rebind it. Transmitter off. It's dropping. Transmitter on. How about we'll rebind with the transmitter once it drops into range? That's the next thing we'll try. Taking it up high, transmitter off, transmitter on. Well, what it did do is it auto-rotated. Let's see that again. We'll take it up real high. It entered auto-rotation very nicely. Maybe that's what they mean. If you're up high and you lose contact, it enters auto-rotation very well. Let's see if it does that again. A lot of quadcopters do that though. Transmitter off, dropping. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what their advertisement is. Now I kind of understand what they're talking about. The quadcopter, when it drops, easily enters auto rotation. If you're at altitude, okay, that slows down its descent. It doesn't tumble on its way down. In other words, after it gets some speed up, the propellers act as pinwheels and counter that descent, slow down that descent. So, in effect, yeah, it does. I guess that's the feature that they're touting on this. So overall, there does appear to be some type of altitude smoothing device, that airpin needle that they say they got in there. It's not entirely effective, but it does make the quadcopter, it's not twitchy in throttle. It doesn't go up fast, doesn't come down fast. That seems to easily smooth out the throttle effects. And for that landing feature, what they're talking about, obviously to me, it appears to me, is that this quadcopter easily enters into auto rotation to slow its descent. So those are those two features. Okay, Quadcopter 101. Hope you enjoyed this interesting test flight. Quadcopter 101 signing out.